Hey everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter, just back from my autumn trophy hunt with my storage facilities. So it's just bringing back some wines to drink for the new year. And this is just a selection of things that I thought I'd bring in. Last time I think I brought in a lot more first growth wines. This time I'm bringing more kind of very nice wines, but not at the top tier level. Some of them are a little bit younger wines from my Bordeaux futures purchases the last couple of years. These are wines that are kind of really well drinkable. They're probably not going to appreciate on the auction market a lot, but they have appreciated in terms of the retail market, so they're still really good deals for me to drink. And some of them are like 8 or 10 years old now, so it's time to start drinking them and try to try them out. They're still a little bit young, but it's nice to see their evolution. So let's see what we brought back. So I've got the 2013 and 2014 Filetto from Bruno Giacosa. I think I've done a review of one of these wines. I liked it so much that I bought a little bit more, and it'll be interesting to do a side-by-side comparison of the two vintages. A wine that I'm not quite understand and not really my favorite, but I'm going to try and get to know it a little bit better. This is a great vintage for Chateau Monros, 2015 from the Saint-Estèphe region, probably the best Saint-Estèphe wine out there, and this is a really great vintage, so I'm really excited to try that. One of my favorite wines from the Pomerol region, Le Conseillant, and this is the 2018 vintage. I went to Bordeaux. It reminds me of my time there. We went there and I actually drank with the winemaker. It was a wonderful time. This bottle reminds me of our time there, and it was drinking beautifully then, and I'm sure it's going to be drinking really nicely now. So really excited to kind of try this wine again. This is one of the first wines I bought with the at HDH with their entrepreneur program. This was in the 2015 vintage Trotanoy. Again, another great Pomerol wine. And I'm really excited to drink it now. It's almost 10 years now. So I think it's starting to get into its level of plateau, and again, really be interesting to drink it. Chateau Pavie 2015. You notice I've got a lot of 15, 16, 18. These are like classic vintages. And it's always great to get good values on wines, but I like to stick to some really great vintages. That's where you really get the whole character of the wine and get it at its best. And if you don't like it in these type of vintages, you're not going to like it ever. So Pavie again, equivalent to a first growth wine, I guess, on the left bank. But Pavie is a beautiful wine. I always enjoy it. And another wine I really think is great, which is also would be equivalent to a first growth on the left bank. This is a right bank wine from Saint-Émilion, it's Chateau Figeac. I've done some reviews of the 9 and 10 vintage. So now this is the 15 vintage. We might be able to take a look at stylistically the differences. And you might be saying, like, Trophy, you're drinking all these young wines. Well, Bordeaux over the last, I would say 10 years has really changed stylistically so that the wines drink much younger. They're kind of used to it now. Consumers are not as patient as they were in the 80s. And so they're making wines that are much more accessible at a much younger age. Although 10 years is not that young. I mean, it's going to be good wines, and these are great vintages that can last. What I'm really excited about this time is what I brought back for the Italy collection. I have usually a good selection of Bordeaux's, but this time I've got some really interesting Italian wines. So before I get to that, I've got another 2018 vintage. Again, a winery that I visited will remind me of my visits there. This is Chateau Canon. And maybe when I do these reviews, I'll try and look back at my pictures, see if I can get some pictures or some notes from my visits to those wineries, which were so memorable for me. These are wines that I've heard about, and I was recommended to buy by HDH Retail. This is Riona, and I've never had it. So this is really exciting to me. It's supposed to be a spectacular winery. Don't know a lot about it, but I know it's one of these up-and-coming wineries that people really need to look out for. It's still priced fairly reasonably. So I've got two wines. I've got one is their Barbaresco. It's called Albasani 2017. And then I've also got their Barolo, which is from the Pura. So it's kind of going to be neat to taste both of these and try to figure these out. I'm really excited about this wine. As you know, I'm a very big fan of Beyond de Sandy and their Brunello wines. They are the first producer of Brunello wines, and I've had their Annata wines. This is their Reserva, And so this is going to be very exciting for me. We're going to go up a level. I've already loved their Annata, but this is, again, next level. It's 1983, and it's also got their proof tagging. So that means this is probably a new bottling of this. So it's going to have a good fill. It's going to have good provenance, and that's really exciting to me to taste such an old wine with good provenance. And these wines are really going to be exciting for me. So I've always wanted to try some older Barolo. This is the 1978 Barolo from Mascarello. It's Valero. And I don't know, it's going to be exciting to see if these wines can last. I've got 3 of these wines. I've got the Mascarello, that was the Barolo. This is Bernadotti. This is the Barbaresco. So I might drink this first to see how that goes. And then going back to 1971. This is the Mascarello 1971. I think at that time, I'm gonna have to do some research on it, but maybe they didn't produce single vineyard. And so this is gonna kind of be really interesting to drink this, and hopefully it's good. I'm just looking at it right now. The fill looks pretty good and the cork looks pretty good, so hopefully I'll get lucky on this. So a lot of these wines I'm gonna be drinking over the next 3 or 6 months, and bring you reviews of those. I'm really excited about that. I hope you're gonna be excited to see my reviews of these. Cheers.